Let me tell you something, Jane.
Today we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as baby Jamo, arrested for the third time, Aunt Glizzy calls out BigSyke for snitching, and we will also get into woman murders her grandmother in Maryland. The first topic we will get into is woman murders her grandmother in Maryland. Recently, a story would break out of Maryland of a woman murdering her own grandmother, then going on the run only to be caught and apprehended by law enforcement. Days later, on September 18th, articles on this crazy situation would say, woman murders, grandmother inside of Maryland home, remains on the loose. The Prince George's County Police Department's homicide unit is asking for the community's assistance in locating a suspect wanted for murdering her grandmother on Sunday. The suspect is 28-year-old Branty Thomas of Waldorf. She's charged with murdering 81-year-old Helen Thomas inside of her Fort Washington home. On September 14, 2025, at approximately 1:50 p.m., officers responded to a welfare check at the victim's home in the 500 block of Bond Hill Drive. The victim was located inside suffering stab wounds. She died at the scene. The preliminary investigation revealed the suspect also stabbed a second family member. The adult male victim is in critical but stable condition. The suspect was seen fleeing the scene in a white 2012 Volkswagen Passat with Maryland tags 3F F3906. Anyone who has information on Branty Thomas's whereabouts is asked to call 911. You are urged not to approach her. She is charged with first and second degree murder, attempted first and second degree murder, and related charges. Woman accused of murdering grandmother Fort Washington arrested. Police in Prince George's County have arrested the woman accused of killing her grandmother over the weekend. Branty Thomas was arrested in Waldorf on Thursday after days of searching. She is accused of stabbing and killing her 81-year-old grandmother, Helen Thomas, on Sunday, September 14, and stabbing another family member. Police were called out for a welfare check at a home on Bond Hill Drive in Fort Washington just before 2 p.m. on Sunday. When they got there, they found Helen Thomas inside with multiple stab wounds. She died at the scene. One man was also stabbed. Police said he was also a family member. Paramedics took him to the hospital, where he is in critical but stable condition. Officials did not identify the second family member who was stabbed. Branty Thomas is facing charges of first and second degree murder for the alleged killing of her grandmother and attempted first and second degree murder for the alleged attack against the other family member, among other charges.
Developing now, right now, the search is on for a granddaughter accused of murdering her grandmother in Prince George's County.
Yeah, police are searching for 28-year-old Branty Thomas accused of stabbing and killing 81-year-old Helen Thomas in her Fort Washington home Sunday afternoon. Police are asking anyone with information to call 911 right away.
DC News Now's Randy Bass joining us live at the scene with the latest details now and reaction from neighbors. Good afternoon, Randy.
Yes, neighbors here in Fort Washington describing 81-year-old Helen Thomas as a sweet, kind, generous older woman with a good heart. These neighbors now trying to process what happened here on their block as the search for the suspect in her murder, her granddaughter, ramps up this afternoon.
Police sharing this photo of 28-year-old granddaughter Branty Thomas, allegedly fleeing the scene of her grandmother's murder in a white 2012 Volkswagen Passat with Maryland tags 3FF 3906. If you see her or have any information about where she may be, police say you shouldn't approach her, but to call 911 right away. The 28-year-old now facing first and second degree murder and attempted murder charges after police responded to a welfare check along Bond Hill Drive in Fort Washington Sunday afternoon, where her 81-year-old grandmother, Helen Thomas, died of stab wounds at the scene, and another family member was found stabbed with critical injuries. Now, flowers sit outside the home and neighbors coming to grips with tragedy on their block.
I mean, the pillar of the community. It's sad. You don't want it to happen to anyone, but definitely someone who you know is sweet, kind, will probably give you the shirt off her back.
Describing the 81-year-old as both generous and welcoming.
And anyone with any heart, compassion, you just feel it. And I felt the loss when her husband passed, but now losing her, it hits a whole different level.
Yes, a lot of heavy hearts here in the neighborhood tonight. Again, police are asking anybody with any information at all about the suspect or granddaughter to call 911 right away. In Fort Washington, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Woman charged with killing her own grandmother. Thanks for being with us at 4:30. I'm Annie Yu.
I'm Larry Miller. Her lawyer is asking for a mental health evaluation before the case continues. Kelly Vaughn joins us live from Prince George's County District Court with the latest on that. Kelly, good to see you.
Yes, 28-year-old Briante Thomas, she's going to remain in jail with no bond. She's facing first and second-degree murder charges for the stabbing death of her grandmother. Now, today in court, her lawyer asked for Briante to undergo mental health and competency evaluations. The judge agreed to this and ordered that to be done ahead of her next court appearance. Now, this all stems from an incident on Sunday. Prince George's County Police say 81-year-old Helen Thomas and an unidentified male relative were found in a home stabbed. This was happening in Fort Washington. Now, new court documents show that Helen was gruesomely stabbed and repeatedly stabbed. She died at the scene, and that male relative was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Now, the surviving relative told police that he was outside in the driveway when he heard Helen inside the home screaming for help. He says he ran inside and he told police that he saw Briante stabbing her grandmother repeatedly. Now, the man told officers that he tried to intervene and was stabbed several times himself before running from the scene. Now, police underwent a search for 5 days looking for Briante before they arrested her in Waldorf on yesterday. Now, moving forward, she's going to undergo that mental health and that competency evaluation. This all ahead of her preliminary hearing. That is on October 17th. We're now reporting live in Prince George's County. Kelly Vaughn, WUSA 9.
The details of this investigation and what police say happened and what we heard in court are no doubt disturbing. Our thoughts are certainly with everyone involved. Kelly, thank you so much.
Tonight, Prince George's County Police looking for a 28-year-old they say murdered her grandmother yesterday. But it wasn't her only alleged crime against a family member. Fox 5's David Kaplan at the Fort Washington home where this happened.
We're here on the 500 block of Bon Hill Drive in Fort Washington. You can see behind me it is a quiet, idyllic neighborhood, and neighbors, family members tell me they are shocked and devastated to think about what happened inside this home. It was just before 2 o'clock yesterday when police responded to do a welfare check. They got to the home and discovered a male and female victim with stab wounds. Sources tell Fox 5 the male victim was the suspect's father, and police have confirmed the female victim, 81-year-old Helen Thomas, was the suspect's grandmother. Helen Thomas died at the scene, according to police. The male victim taken to an area hospital in critical condition. This is 28-year-old Briante Thomas. She's charged with first and second degree murder and first and second degree attempted murder. Police are still searching for her at this hour, saying she's in a white 2012 Volkswagen Passat with Maryland plates. And if you see her, call 911 and do not approach her. Neighbors tell us, again, shocked and devastated that there weren't any issues at this home that they were aware of, and saying the Thomas family was tight-knit and a staple of the neighborhood. Promise Himes lives across the street and says Helen Thomas was the sweetest, most neighborly woman, and her thoughts are with this family tonight.
It's sad. I'm trying to hold back tears because it's very emotional, because like I said, she was like an extended family, and just the human element of it, just someone leaving here of, you know, in such a graphic nature, it's horrible.
At this hour, the investigation into the circumstances that led up to this domestic incident do remain under active investigation as well. Anyone with any information is encouraged to reach out to Prince George's County Police.
The next topic we will get into is Aunt Glizzy calls out BigSyke for snitching. Recently, Aunt Glizzy would go live to address BigSyke getting arrested with the 37th rapper Gizzy. And Aunt Glizzy would believe that it is suspect that BigSyke was immediately released after getting caught with a Glock and 2 pounds of K2. People in the comments would defend Psych, saying that he was released because police did an illegal search on him and Gizzy, but Aunt Glizzy would say that you have to go to court to prove they did an illegal search. And BigSyke didn't go to court. He was just released with all charges dropped. Do you think Aunt has a point and BigSyke may be hot? Or is Aunt Glizzy just hating?
Paper out of it. You think a gun and some pounds getting no paper? Come on, bro. Make it make sense. They locked up the registered car owner to the car. Now they got no paper, but it's still in the system as an open case. Now there's no paper. Psych, get off your fake page. out of here. Talking about no paper. No explanation. I just want to ask him some questions. Go get him. Add him on this page. How the you don't get a hold? Legal search is real. Not saying that's what happened. A legal search is real. You got to go to court to prove a legal search. You don't wake up in the morning and your case get thrown out for a legal search. That's how I know y'all making up. If a legal search, when you go to trial, your lawyer got to prove it was a legal search. Then you beat it. You don't wake up the next morning and you still going to court for this. Still got a court date for it. It's still public records. You still got to return to court. And y'all talking about the out of here. Y'all making them hot. Don't make them hot. I ain't saying he hot. I just want to know what he did to get out. Listen, DC is so backed up right now. DC is backed up right now. What the do that got to do with anything? So BigSyke got out the next day, but my man ain't get out the next day. So DC ain't that backed up because they kept his ass. I just talked to him on the jail phone yesterday. So they kept him with the jails backed up, but they let Psych go. Come on, man, get the out of here. They say, so what you go down Central Cell Block for? Why not go straight to jail? You go to Central Cell Block to hold you until you go to court. What are you talking about? Nobody goes straight to jail. You can murder. You going to Central Cell Block. You're not going straight to jail. You can be on a run for murder. You going to Central Cell Block. You're not going straight to jail. What are you talking about? Tell Psych hit the button. We just trying to talk to him. Tell Wham pick up the phone. It's me, it's Spider. Some people get out, man. Get out my live. Get the off. I just want to know how he home. They say he was in Maryland though. Now he was in Maryland. That got a DC court date, but now he was in Maryland. Now they moved the whole location. He was in Maryland. He was in Maryland. DC police locked him up in Maryland. Like, get the out of here. Like, shut the fuck up. DC police locked him up in a DC neighborhood in Maryland. Hey, Mr. Williams, I got the paperwork right here. Hold on, I got the paperwork in my phone. Paperwork party. He did it. Let's go see paperwork party, man. Hold on. He had a public defender. It's a status released. Release status. This case was transferred to Judge Pipe the following event. Primary hearing is scheduled for the 19th. He go back to court. No, he went to court the next morning. I got the paperwork, y'all. It's all here. I got all the credentials. Let's get into it. I just want to know what's going on, Mr. Williams. He had a public defender. He had 928 grams as package. Possession with the intent to distribute. Mr. Williams was found in possession of a Glock. It was in his possession. They found it in his possession. He was in possession of a Glock. He had a Glock on him. A 10 millimeter. And with ammunition. The firearm he was told was found to be loaded. He had a loaded 10 millimeter on him. Caught a distribution charge and he was out the next morning. No hold. No judge hold with a public defendant. Come on, Psych. Get on over here, Psych. Come on, Psych. Get on over here. No bond, no bail, just straight out. Ain't no bond, ain't no bail in DC. Straight out, no hold. DC guarantees 3-day hold. I don't give who you is. You get caught with a gun in DC, you do a 3-day hold. He didn't even get the 3-day hold. He was out the next morning, release. I just want to know, BigSyke, where you at? Let me holler at you. Come on over. Just come explain. They say Psych ain't giving you no interview. You going to Big Mouth TV. I don't need no interview. Once I drop this paperwork and how you home tomorrow, I promise you this will be bigger than the interview. I got the biggest platform in the DMV, bro. BigSyke paperwork drop. He might be an informant in the caption. You think Big Mouth, what he gonna say? Who the what? No disrespect to Big Mouth. Let me not disrespect no other platforms, but who watched that? You feel me? Like, this gonna be bigger than that, bro. I don't even need BigSyke. No, I like Big Mouth. Shout out to Big Mouth, though. Shout out to them. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them now, but that ain't this. He got government friends now, and they helping him. I said, man, you think a violent instructor got some pulled out of court building? You stupid as Trayon White got locked up. The you talking about? Trayon can go to jail. Why the ain't BigSyke? Now he Psych St. Patrick. Now he Mr. St. Patrick. All right, Ghost. Now he Mr. St. Patrick. What the They say, I don't trust the government, but I know he got pulled. That man ain't got no pull. He got fired from his job the next day. His job fired him. He got so much pull, they fired his ass. They got him out of jail, they fired him. He don't work there no more. He ain't got no job. Tommy Psych don't work for the people. No, they fired his ass. Y'all ain't see Psych on live last night. We ain't seen Psych on live since he lost since before he had a job. Psych ain't got no job. They dropped his ass. Tommy off my, he ain't got no job. Hey, Esco, hit the button. Let me holler at you, Esco. I know that's your man. Let me holler at you real quick, Esco. Esco, hit the button. Let me holler at you. Let me ask you some questions, Esco. Hit the button, brother. Let me talk to my brother real quick. My brother ain't gonna lie to me. Let me holler at you, brother. Hit the button real quick, brother. Nah, I am pushing positivity, Toya. This ain't nothing negative. BigSyke is the who went and made a packet, typed my name on the packet, and said I was hot, and went and linked up with Busta Move, did a tour. I'm gonna take his paperwork on the tour now. I'm about to go do 5 interviews with the DMV. I just want to talk about BigSyke case. They say I don't want to bid on Ock, but it's looking crazy. That's all I'm saying though. Just clear it up. Hey, Wham, pick up the phone. It's me. It's Spider. Tell him just pick up real quick. I just want to talk to him. Then he come home the next day. He got a new Instagram and I'm telling you, man, acting different. They moving different. Got a whole new Instagram. Talking about the feds took his Instagram. They released you, but they took your Instagram. Or did you get him your password, sir? Was that a part of the agreement? He ain't sleep. He ain't got no job. Hey, Wham, pick up the phone. It's me. It's Spider. Let me see if I can find Craig. None of these so these scared ass. Watch this, Craig. You ain't gonna be able to find Craig. Craig not gonna join the live. Let me find Mooka. Let me find Esco. What are these at? Whoop-de-doo. Cray on the live. Yeah, Cray on live, but they don't want to talk about that. They biased. Cray beat Bird up in the club for being hot, but he won't speak on Big Cray. They got pics and shit. Got pics. I told you, all these be sneaky suckers. He got pics. Squirt got pics. All these niggas got pics. They'll tell you about what I do on the internet, but they won't tell you about how the Psych came home in 4 hours. I be putting on blast. Y'all know I don't be tucking my tail. They're on the podcast right now, but they don't want to talk about how they man who they just had on the podcast last week just came home in 8 hours. They don't want to talk about that type of shit. Too real for this shit. These fake ass real niggas, man. Them niggas real. I don't believe none of that shit. We ain't saying he hot, he warm. We don't know if he hot right now. He warm. He ain't 12, he 11. You feel me? He ain't hot, he warm. He ain't 12, he 11. He ain't the police, he just a little SPO. I don't be doing all that tucking my tail and shit. It is what it is, because if something happened to me, I'm gonna put that out there. Made a whole fake packet about me and went on a tour, like type my name on some papers and shit. I want to know how the did you come out. Wham! Pick up the phone, it's me, it's Spider. Now all these you can't find Cray, you can't find Esco, all these real ass where the these real ass is at when you need them. Now you can't find none of these real ass. Squirt don't want to talk about it, Cray don't want to talk about it, Esco don't want to talk about it. But these some real ass. They preach all this real, especially Cray and Squirt, all this real man time morals and principles and how the did y'all man who y'all had on y'all podcast just come home in an hour? Can y'all explain it to me? They gonna know, look at, I don't want to talk about this BigSyke. They be tucking their tail and shit. I don't be doing all that. They still cool with Psych, but when Psych had a paperwork with me on it and he put my name on some fake paperwork and went on the tour, they wasn't not cool. They wasn't not talking about talking to him. Man, they still was cool with him. So when I started talking, they should be one talking. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, being biased or got pics or, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no pics. Nah, Esco get a pass. He just text me something. I talk to him. They say Wham still ain't pick up. No, Wham won't pick up the phone. I ran BigSyke off the internet. He just was in Toya comments. I started talking about it. He ain't come back. He ain't nothing. Like now he ain't on the internet. I don't know if I'm gonna get witness tampering. It might be a little witness. I might get witness tampering. I don't know what's up with him. I'm just trying to figure out. Not the big jail who read the paperwork, man. See, I was out the feds, man. I was doing all that. How the is you home, bro? How the is you home? I'm just curious, George. I'm serious, George. You delirious, George. This ass crack like a bald head. Somebody go find this big ass. He don't got work in the morning. He got fired. All these real ass now crazy busy. They on a podcast. They wouldn't dare add me over there. I'm too real for their podcast. I'm too real for that. They don't want to speak on it. All these certified paperwork readers, real stand-up men, do it for the men, the struggle, morals, and principles. What the you at when I need y'all? You be tucking y'all tail out here. Let me find out you on some scared shit. Now we can't find Psych. He ain't in his phone. He just was in Toya comments. I said something about it. He disappeared. Wham! Pick up the phone for me. It's Spider. These I got the ball now. Let me shoot that. Who's the baller now, Wardy? Some of y'all's acting this about on TV, and I ain't gonna say BigSyke hot, but he warm. I ain't gonna say he 12, but he 11. I ain't gonna say he the police. He a little sneaky SPO. I'm just saying though, like, what these at? Like, where he at? You can't say he the feds, a little SBO. I ain't gonna say he 12, he 11. I ain't gonna say he hot, he warm. They say Trail home. Trail got caught with a box of bullets and he did more. Trail got caught with a box of bullets in somebody else's car and he did more time than the who got distribution of a convicted felon and he had a pistol on him. They took a loaded gun off his ass and he only did 8 hours. No, bro. How the fuck did you do it? I just want to know how he do it. Psych don't know magic, y'all. He's not a magician. He's a felon. Y'all, he's not a magician. He does not know magic. There's no way he Alakazam the f out of there. He just want to Harry Potter. At least dive every your side. Wow, and smack this wand. He was back at home. He is not a magician. He's a felon. I'm just saying. He on probation. He might be on probation and parole. He's a convicted felon. He got caught with a 10 million in his dip and some pounds in his car. And they let his ass go the next day. DC automatically give you a 3-day hold. He didn't even do the 3-day hold. I just want to know how the he did it. And I checked his paperwork. He had a public defendant. There's no way he did that with a public defendant. He's a violent instructor. To me, he was outside enhancing violence. That was violent to me.
And for the last topic, we will discuss Baby Jamo arrested for third time. Recently, news would break that 37th rapper Baby Jamo was just arrested again after some paperwork would surface, claiming that Jamo was caught riding with one green perk 15 and he would get arrested for this singular perk. 15, paperwork on the Jamo arrest would say, on Thursday, September 18th, 2025 members of the Robbery Suppression Unit, RSU, were dressed in plain clothes wearing police outer vests with the word police written on the front and back, clearly visible for the eye to see. Investigator Marsh, driver, Investigator Choi, front seat passenger, and HSI special agents, rear right and left passengers, were operating an unmarked vehicle followed by other members of RSU. All vehicles were equipped with emergency lights and sirens. On September 18th, 2,025 members of RSU had knowledge based off a bolo that defendant Glass, Ricardo D.O.B., June 19, 2003 was wanted for prison escape by U.S. Marshal Service warrant number 2537-09152-628A for escape from Volunteers of America Residential Reentry Center. Members responded to the 200 block of 37th PI SE, and while in the 200 block of 37th PI SE, defendant Glass was observed walking on the sidewalk. Members conducted a stop and placed defendant Glass in handcuffs. Wales NCIC revealed defendant Glass had a full extradition warrant for off-escape OOC possession of weapon Dow 2025-0915 WNO 253-709-152-628A-SC from /Volunteers of America. Residential Reentry Center ORI is U.S. Marshal Service. Defendant Glass was placed under arrest for probation violation and search incident. To arrest Investigator Dameron, recovered one green round pill marked M15 from defendant Glass's person. A query utilizing drugs.com revealed one green round pill marked M15 as oxycodone hydrochloride, classified as a Schedule II controlled substance. Defendant Glass was placed under arrest for probation violation and possession of a controlled substance and transported to the 6th District for processing. While at 6th District Station, Investigator Norfleet informed verbally that defendant Glass was barred by the District of Columbia Housing Authority from the 200 block of 37th PISE for 2 months. Barring notice was completed by DC Housing's Officer Weathers, placed in his prisoner's property and uploaded to arrest. The streets would react to Baby Jamo arrested.
Let me tell you something, James. These tough ass niggas really won't be me. These rap ass niggas ain't getting that cut. They act like they stand by that shit from the front. Keep saying my name, you know that's fuck. I'm Big 37 if I'm rolling out. I'm Big 37.
Hey, I'm Big 37. Say that work call, Jamo. I'm Big 37. Leave me alone, y'all. Hey.